Hello, hey mukbangers. Welcome to my ghetto mukbang. So, today we have some seafood on the menu. We have some tilapia, some scallops, and some scrimps. I'm starving. Where's my drink? Here it is. And I'm ready to dig in. So, oh, you see I got my hair done. It's a little nappy, and one of the rubber bands broke right here, but yep, I got my little band, 2 knots. I'm so ready to start work. I start work next week, and I'm really excited. Y'all know my birthday passed. Wasn't the worst birthday. Wasn't the best. I don't have no plans to do nothing or go nowhere, but my baby's daddy hit me up. This is the one. That's good. By the way, I'm not drinking Gatorade. I'm actually drinking orange soda, but somehow we've lost all the cups in the house. Don't ask me, so I gotta go buy some more. Anyway, he calls me. It's like late. It's like fucking 11 at night. And I just wasn't with the shit. Like, me and him, I lost our baby or whatever. I had a miscarriage, but, well, I had an ectopic pregnancy, which was like horrific and painful and traumatizing. So yeah. He called me. And I was like, do you know what today is? Nigga. Well, he said some stupid shit. I was like, and it's my birthday. He was like, oh, for real, happy birthday. He was trying, like, you know, of course he wanted to come over, but I was like, look, this is my issue with him. He communicates with me when he feels like it. You know? He'll talk to me when he wants to. And he act like he can't answer a text. And I don't want to spend my birthday with a nigga that don't think I'm important. Or that act like he can't answer his phone. So, it was this other dude hit me up. It's delicious. I know him from my after hour spot that I go to. He's cool. I don't like him like in a sexual way or nothing. And he's a little bit too emotional. You ever met an emotional nigga? Like, he's kind of like he has like that feminine trait. Like, he's just too emotional. That's how this guy is. He's nice though, man. So, while I was getting dressed, waiting on my lift, this nigga's like, oh, you be tripping? Because last time we talked, I cussed him out because it's like, dude, you come over here, fuck me, and bounce. How do you think that makes me feel? I think act like you can't, you know? He had every excuse. He was saying everything but sorry. Oh, I'm busy. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You ain't going to provide me with a place to live. You ain't going to do this. You ain't going to do that. You're right, I'm not. Are you providing me with a place to live? Fuck you saying? Are you providing me with income? That's not what I'm supposed to do for you, nigga. Fuck are you saying? I went above and beyond when we were together. Okay? And he thinks it's the worst thing in the world Because I told him I don't want no broke nigga. Why would I? I mean, I'm not saying I deserve a multi-millionaire, even though I deserve anything, but I just feel like I deserve anything good that comes our way. Yeah. But I understand you got to be realistic. You know, a millionaire is not about to just be with some bum bitch. You feel me? He's going to be, and even if he is, she's probably a bum bitch that got money. You got to balance it out. So, that was my issue with him. You don't hit me up because you don't want to. Because we make time for what we want to make time for. Hello. So I went over to Dude's house. That was cool. That was fine. We had sex. It was trash. But, whatever. I still had a good time. It was nice, you know. It's not my type. But I don't know. And then remember I was telling y'all about my mother in the other Mukbang video. I don't know why I'm thirsty as shit. I'm getting full of shit. I don't know how people eat so long. Shit, I'm full. Basically, I was saying how me and her had like a, you know, an up and down relationship. And that I didn't feel like she was going to call me on my birthday. Because of the last conversation we had when I had cussed her out. But let me tell y'all why I had to cuss her out. A few years ago, shit, more than a few, 31 now, and I met this nigga, I was 22. And we was together, and my mother didn't, you know, like him. And that was before me and him really started having issues. She just didn't like him because he wasn't working, but I knew he was trying to find a job because his background was hard. So you know, me and her were talking at this time, but she just, you know, oh, you need to leave him, you need to leave him. Okay, I mean, I feel what you're saying, you know what I mean? But ultimately, that's my decision if I want to leave him, not up to you. So she just basically stopped talking to me, you know what I'm saying, because of that. But really the incident that she stopped talking to me was it was just all this shit that was going on around that time. And she just got to acting crazy. She wanted me to move out where she was. You know, I'm in Baltimore. She on the West Coast. So at the time when I was with Dude, I just was getting my shit back together. At the time, all this shit had happened. I was like in a shelter. The nigga was in jail. Then me and him, he had like a room. There was a lot going on. But eventually he transitioned. He was renting a room. I was still in the shelter. But I had a job. So I started, you know, looking for my own place. Or me and him, you know, was looking for a place together. So my mom was like, well, why don't you just send, you know, your daughter out here while you get yourself together. Now, mind you, I don't just feel what she was saying, but I had kind of already got it together. Even though I was in the shelter, it was like, it was the end of the storm. You know, okay, I got a job, I'm saving money, about to be out, you know, it's not like I'm in the thick of it anymore. So, me and her, you know, our relationship wasn't solid. So, for me, it was like, I really got to think about before I just send my baby out there, because I love my mom, but my mom is the type where everything's going great, but as soon as you just disagree with her on something, or you decide that, you know, you should go left or she feels you should go right, then she just cuts you off. Like, my mom doesn't know how to realize that everyone doesn't, just because you believe something right, that doesn't mean someone else has to do that. You know, we all have our own opinions. I'm a full grown adult, you know, I make my own decisions. So, you know, she didn't like that. And that's why we were always so up and down. So I decided, okay, I'll give her a chance. And, you know, I'll send my baby out there. And after I talk to a few people, and, you know, maybe that'll make it just my load a little bit lighter. But once I did, I think my mom, she was already trying to get me to come out there. So I think she felt like if I get her daughter out here, then she'll, you know, then that'll be 1 foot, you know, out the door for her. But the plan was, you know, you can keep her for a little bit until I get myself together, and then I'm getting her. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that part of the plan went well. I sent her out there, all that. And my mom, she just kept trying to get me to come live with her. And I'm like, you know, no, that's not what I want to do. So she got mad, blocked my number. And it was just a whole thing. And so that's why we basically had a falling out. And I went, I'm not even going to give you all the details. I don't want to, you know, put her out there like that. But she was moving fucked up. You feel me? She was doing some fucked up shit. So, long story short, I went and got my baby. Okay. I went and got my baby. Let me see. I ended up finding out, I don't know, it's going to be a year later or sometime later, but I was pregnant. And at this point, me and his relationship, it was real bad. It got abusive. And it was toxic. But we wanted a baby. I don't know. When you're 22, 23, the way your brain thinks is just amazing. But we thought somehow that would help shit. Bam, I find out I'm pregnant on his birthday. And I had told my mom, like, you know, I'm scared, I'm nervous. My second child, I'm scared. I want to talk to my mom. But even though we wasn't really cool, it was a incident that happened with my father. And my mom was included in it, and I was telling her what was going on, basically. And, you know, when I told her I was pregnant, she was like, she said, I don't want nothing to do with you or that baby. So I was like, oh, wow, that's probably one of the most fucked up things you've ever said to me. And so she kept true to her word. She didn't have nothing to do with me or that baby during that whole pregnancy or after. Let's just say the relationship went from bad to worse. And nothing changed, you know. When I got pregnant, the beatings didn't stop. His attitude didn't change. It was just all the same. at some point during the pregnancy. Mind you, at this point, he's not there anymore, and I'm still not talking to my mom and all this shit. And I just felt pushed against a wall, basically. There was a lot going on, and I was alone. Mind you, I still was taking care of my other child while pregnant. And he was just, you know, he got some issues, you know, but there was a lot of serious shit going on. And I felt like the best choice was to give the baby up for adoption. And that's what I did. So, of course, you know, eventually my mom, you know, I tell her what happened or whatever, she finds out. But, you know, so basically it was like, okay, you chose not to have nothing to do with me or, you know, the baby. And that was your decision, you know. To this day, she says that she made that decision because I was messing with him. Like, basically because I was with someone she didn't want me to be with. But, I mean, there's millions of people in the world. And there's a lot of people whose sons or daughters are dating people they don't like. Doesn't mean they cut their child off. You know what I'm saying? Because of that. Like, that's wholeheartedly a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your choice if you choose not to talk to your kid because she's dating a woman or man you don't like or married them or had a baby with them. People make decisions. People have the right to make their own decisions. Good, bad, right, or wrong. You can say, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. But at the end of the day, it's up to them. Ooh, honey, that orange soda's really hitting the spot. But I just feel like if you didn't, since you didn't have anything to do with that process, you don't have the right to comment on it or question it or nothing. You know? Well, I have an open adoption, you know, with the parents. I talk to them, I get pictures, I get videos, everything, you know. And so, me and my mom was on the phone. And she's really a trip. We were talking about a conversation I had with my baby father, his mom, right? Well, I don't, you know, I don't talk to her anymore, obviously. And the baby father, I don't fuck with him. So, I haven't talked to him probably a year or something. And when I say talk to him, I mean, he may reach out and send me a message on Facebook or something, you know. But my mom made this comment saying she doesn't feel that I should post pictures of the baby on my social media. Like, I did eat everything. I just didn't eat the last little piece of fish. Look, I ate everything. And I'm like, why? I'm about to get a blunt, about to smoke. And she's like, you shouldn't post pictures of her. I'm like, well, they send me pictures of her. So I don't think they're tripping on, you know what I'm saying? Well, if I post a picture of her on Facebook, if they were that scared, if the adopted family was tripping that hard, they wouldn't send me nothing, or they'd have a closed adoption. She was like, I don't think you should post pictures of her because you have to think about the other family and how they feel. I have to think about how the adopted family feels. I think that they feel wonderful that I gave them a brand new black shiny baby. That's how I think they feel. That's exactly how I think they feel. But the fucked up part is that you don't even give a fuck how I feel. That's the fucked up part. Like, I fucked that orange soda up. That's the sad part is you don't care about how I feel. Maybe I like posting pictures of her. Maybe that makes me feel good. It's not hurting anybody. But I just thought that that was crazy for her to say. Then what really pissed me off is she was like, well, how would you feel if someone was posting pictures of your daughter? I said, well, first of all, they're both my daughters. The second of all, why would a random stranger be posting pictures of my daughter? Oh, you're avoiding the question. No, the fuck I'm not. I'm letting you know how incredibly idiotic you sound right now. And you're not an idiot. You're a very intelligent woman. So why would you be asking that dumbass question? Why would a random person be posting pictures of my child? So basically you're comparing me to some random bitch just posting pictures of someone's kid. I birthed this child. I carried her. I know to you there's no connection because you weren't there during the whole time because you were too busy being selfish and hateful. You know what I'm saying? So instead of trying to just be there, considering you weren't there, you know, during most of my life, just being there and being a mom, being a grandma, you know. Some people don't know how to do that. I'm dead ass realizing some people don't know how to just be your mom. Just be my mom. Not my friend, not my coworker, not the bitch I talk to on the phone about love and hip hop, not the bitch in the streets that got beef with me, not that someone just be my mom. That's all you have to do. You know, so that to me that was extremely offensive for her to say I shouldn't post pictures of her. Like, you don't have any right to tell me what to do with her because you said you don't want anything to do with her. So keep that same energy. So I ended up cussing her out because sometimes people just need to be set in their place. I love her. I'm not one to disrespect my mom and call her out her name and hang up. I'm not one to do that. But that day she got it, because you're wrong. And someone needs to tell you when you're fucking wrong. Like, dead ass. Like, so. That orange crush, honey. So that's exactly why. I guess she didn't say happy birthday to me, but here's the kicker. Here is the motherfucking kicker. My daughter has her own phone. Okay, my daughter, she's 11. I don't know if she heard me saying something, but somehow she knew that, I guess my mom didn't say happy birthday to me or whatever. But anyway, I'm laying down. It's the 19th, meaning my birthday is over. And my daughter runs in the room. Ma, grandma's on the phone for you. I'm like, what the fuck? What? I'm like, okay. Mind you, I didn't feel good. I had the hangover of a lifetime, honey. And so I'm like, hello? And she's like, oh, happy birthday. Okay, thank you. Even though it's not my birthday anymore. It's some bitch's birthday out here today, but it's not the one you birthed. So I was like, thanks. And she's like, so before I could say anything, of course, the guilt, well, there's no guilt, and I don't know, I guess she never feels guilty about anything, but I thought it was guilt. She was like, I didn't want to call you on your birthday because I didn't want to get cussed out. Because last time I talked to you, I got cussed out. And she was like laughing. And I was like, but why would you think I would cuss you out on my birthday? Why would I cuss you out? Because you said happy birthday. To me, it's just another fucking excuse. Like, what kind of person are you? It's like you start to question your parents, like, do you really give a fuck about me? You know what I'm saying? Like, just the fact that I took 6 days out of my life to come to New York to celebrate your fucking birthday, and I couldn't even get a H, BD, or, you know what I'm saying? Something. So it was bullshit. And then she just tries to do what she always does, make small talk. Like, I don't want to talk to you, and you're treating me like a piece of shit. So 5 minutes later, we get off the phone. So I asked my daughter, how come grandma was on your phone? Like, why wouldn't she just call me on my phone? I'm thinking like maybe she called Talia, called my daughter and was like, oh, hey, go take the phone to your mom or something. But when I asked my daughter, she was like, I called grandma and told her to wish you a happy birthday. And I was like, oh, you initiated this? The 11-year-old child? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh, so I think that really hurt me. The fact that it's just like, you legit still wouldn't have said anything to me. Like, she's a shitty person. I hate to say that, but you are what you are. You know what I'm saying? And only a shitty person purposely goes out of their way to not wish their child a happy birthday. And it's just really been eating me up inside that she did that. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I'm 31 years old, like, I'm the child in the situation. Like, I've never done anything to purposely, like, try to hurt my mom. And I haven't even gotten into the tip of the iceberg of the shit she's actually did to me, like, dead ass fucked up shit she's did. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get too into the nitty gritty of it, but I will say that to purposely do that, like, even if you were so scared of me, you could even just hit me with a text like, hey, I know last time we talked, whatever, you know, things weren't whatever, but happy birthday. Like, I think we all have to remember that, you know, as the parent, we put these people on earth. You know, my daughter didn't ask to be born. I didn't ask to be born. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, it's not like my mom doesn't understand. I had my daughter the same age my mom had me, and I was in an abusive relationship, and so the fuck was she. So let's not act like, you know, she just doesn't understand my choice, my life, you know, back then, or my choices, because you were making the same fucking ones. So it is what it is. I haven't talked to her since. I have no desire to talk to her. She hasn't called me since. You know, one thing that I feel is like everyone should have peace, and you should only want motherfuckers around you that care about you and that love you, you know? So, you know, the fact that my mom's missed hella birthdays. I don't know, what's this, 12, 13 birthday you've missed in my life? You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is my daughter's adoptive family, they wish me a happy birthday every year. They did the same thing this year. They have my baby. They record a video. They, you know, have their own personal little mommy name for me in their house. And she made a video and they wish me a happy birthday. And they do it every year. And those people love me. I'm like a goddess, you know, to them. So that makes me feel really good that people that don't have to, you know what I mean, reach out to show they care. So, yep, that was just the update. Like I said, I told y'all she wouldn't, and she didn't. So thank you for listening with me on this mukbang, and please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it, and you guys have a wonderful day.